apologize for that. My Wi-Fi is being a dick about it. My apologies.
That's okay. I know it does that sometimes. That's why I always tell people to connect to the home Wi-Fi.
Well, that's the thing. I'm in my home Wi-Fi. That's a bitch.
Oh, okay. All right. While the room gets warmed up here, I just want to say, what's up, guys? It's your favorite Jedi, BMF Goddess. I'm here today.
Go ahead.
I'm here today with my co-host for the night, LoryStrike. Thank you for being here. Before I jump into the topic, Lori, you want to give everybody a little bit about yourself?
Going on, guys? LoryStrike. Literally just started this app, I want to say 2 weeks ago. Thanks to the BMF Goddess, she turned me on to this. I'm basically a security guard, and I'm planning to start my own podcast here, literally called LoryStrike, with everything in the kitchen sink. I'm going to be holding up topics from relationships, politics, and hell, even my favorite topic, and I think this is yours too, wrestling and anime.
Yes. Awesome. We welcome you to the app. We're going to meet awesome people, and good luck on your podcast. You got this.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Sorry, I'm just helping a couple of people get in.
Take your time.
Alrighty.
No,
so tonight's topic is one that I've personally done a lot of research on. We're talking about poly relationships, 3-way relationships, polygamous living, the pros and cons, and stigmas. I'm going to start.
Stigmas on that alone. Woo.
There's a lot, right? I mean, people still confuse polyamory with polygamy, and they're 2 different things.
Obviously.
That's all going to be explained today. I'm going to start with the Yes. By the way, I love your little cat ears. Adorbs.
Yeah, well, if anybody knows better, that's one of my nicknames. So, yeah. Yep.
Yes, cat. All right, I'm going to start with the poly relationship. Polyamory is defined as practicing or being open to intimate relationships with more romantic relationships. Intimate romantic relationships with more than one person. Dating as polyamorous means you're just not looking for just one person to share loving feelings or be sexual with. Now, we have another term called throuple. Have you ever heard of that, Kat? I'm sorry, Lori.
It's all right. Yeah, I've heard of the throuple. Unfortunately, it was during watching one of my favorite shows again on MTV called Tattoo Too Far.
Okay.
Yeah, and there was these 2 closest friends that, was going to do the tattoos on each other. And the first girl that went up was the one that was always open. But
right.
She doesn't believe in having a 3-way couple. She believes in the monogamy.
Right. Okay.
So when they removed the tattoo her friend put on her was literally the word throuple or nah. And it was basically the tattoo of the 2 of them over a guy. And unfortunately, she was just truly disgusted by it because instead of telling her in her face about it, she did it through the tattooing. So she got really disgusted. She was like, you were better off just telling me in my face than doing this tattoo, because then I probably would change my opinion. But now you did this, I'm changing my opinion completely. No is a no. You messed up.
All right, I'm gonna define the term throuple. It's a relationship in which, like she said, in which three people, have all unanimously, agreed to be in a romantic, loving relationship with all three involved.
Right.
A lot of people either never heard of the term or don't know what it means. So there you go. Lori, what is your view on this topic as a whole? What are your views on polyamory and stuff?
Well, to be honest with you, I really didn't like the term polyamory at first. But
first, I'm gonna ask you. Can I ask you a personal question? Are you comfortable sharing your sexual preference?
Out loud? No, not here.
Okay. That's fine. So then you could just share, what you think about polyamory and stuff. Like, are you for it or are you against it, or, what do you think about it?
Well, originally, I would say, I'd say high school going into college, I wasn't really into the idea because, again, I was one of the few that were, what they would say, brainwashed with the negativity of the idea of the polyamory. It's still considered cheating. It's considered messed up and what have you. But I learned down the line that as long as there's, I would say, enough defined rules put between all three people that are involved, then there shouldn't be an issue.
Right.
And I was like, all right.
I'm sorry. In other words, you're saying, you don't judge people who are into that lifestyle, and you don't feel any ill way about it.
No, not at all. I haven't since I've literally mentally fallen down about that myself, and I'm like, you know what? It's all right. It's all right. I mean, love is love. As long as y'all love each other, respect each other, it shouldn't be no problem.
Right. Because part of the stigmatism, a lot of people are totally dead against it, even if it's not their lifestyle or it doesn't affect their life. They're so against it, they pretty much, if there were a word for it, they're kind of, I would say, polyphobic. That's kind of like, being racist or homophobic. It's true though, right?
Yeah, I think that should be a term because I've seen it so many times. I was on the bus the other day, and there was these three people that obviously outwardly loved each other, and there was this other couple that was just two, and oh my God, the disgust look on their faces. I was like, yo, what the fudge? Why are you hating so bad? But everybody is different. We're not all made the same. If we were all made the same, the world would be totally boring.
Factual. I agree with you. And for those listening, I'd love to get your input. Don't be afraid to send those. My opinion, personally, on polygamy and polyamory is that, first of all, polygamy is a separate thing. I'm gonna say with polyamory. Is that from the beginning of time, humans were not made to be monogamous. I feel as if, there were people accepting of polyamory, there would be less divorces, less people lying to one another, cheating, etc. Some people feel you can't be in love with more than one person. This is false. Much like when you love all your family, your friends, and multiples, you surely can equally be in love with more than one person. I myself have been in a few thruples and even had both separately. Like I've had a boyfriend and a girlfriend and just had separate relationships with the two. I've done both, and
More power to you too.
yeah, I mean it is a lot because you do. First of all, either way you do it, you have to have trust and communication with all parties. That way, you guys all have an understanding, and there's no conflict about that. You know, and how I felt. I had happy. It was good times. I can say nothing wrong about it. Having now the part about people being accepting of it is definitely the difficult part, because number one, I would say, is the families. Not all families are understanding, or a lot of our families are old school. They don't understand. Like I was engaged before, and my ex-fiance's mother, like when she first, when we was first dating, she was very apprehensive with me just because she knew I was bisexual, and she felt like that meant that I wasn't able to be committed to one person. That is false as well.
I agree with that.
That's one example. Another example is Another example was when I was part of a throuple, how my girlfriend's family and my boyfriend's family, because it was me with a guy and a girl, and they weren't able to understand that we three wanted to be together. It's not something that's regulated or normalized, so I don't really speak about it. Honestly, this is the first time probably everybody's gonna hear me speak about it, but I feel like it needs to be more normalized. Like anything anyone wants to do concerning their love life and who they want to love, and that whole gray area should be their business, and they shouldn't. No one should be made to feel like they're doing something wrong in life, or that they're outcasted.
Unfortunately, these days, what is not considered the norm is being denormalized or normalized, period. Like, okay, since she kind of put yourself out there a little bit, I'm going to put myself a little bit out there myself. Yeah, yours truly is also bisexual herself. And,
yes!
And I had this one relationship where my thing is I wasn't told, okay, that I wasn't told that there was going to be somebody else involved. To me,
that's part of, not doing it right.
Yeah, so to me that was a breach of trust. So when I automatically thought, she was cheating on me and what have you, and come to find, you know what her excuse was? Oh, I thought you knew. I thought I told you.
Oh, she just didn't have a better excuse, because that's total bullshit. You should have threw the stunner on her right there, like, bitch, hit the glass.
No, it wouldn't have just been the freaking the stone cold stunner. It would have been a mud hole and a half if I chose. But other than that, after a while, I stood away from relationships for a good while because, like you said, I'm bisexual. I can't just love a guy and I can't just love a girl. You know what I'm saying? And my problem is finding somebody or finding the people that are also agreeable to it, because a lot of people are still closed-minded. Super closed-minded, right. Like, it's disgustingly closed-minded. Like, they will throw obscenities at me at one time, and talking about a hard story and a half. But that's for another time.
Right. All right, I feel you. I feel you. Definitely. Actually, for those unaware, cheating can happen when polyamory is involved. For example, if they don't tell their partners about having sex with a new person, or they go against any agreed upon boundaries, that's still cheating.
Yeah, that would be considered cheating among the three.
Right.
The main
Yeah.
three. Now, here's my thing. There's a stigma, and I don't know if you've heard it or not, but there is a huge stigma about it. It's considered cheating if it's two guys and a girl. That's in the agreement. That's considered a stigma, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's a lot of stupid shit. Just like, all right, the difference between polygamy and polyamory is that polygamists are heterosexual, and whereas in polyamory, the partners can vary of any gender.
Exactly.
Also, in the polygamous, old school culture about, guys marrying like 50 wives and shit, we're not talking about that stuff.
Yeah,
even though, honestly, I don't judge those people either. If that's what they want to do with their lives, fucking let them. I don't support all the abuse and shit that they've said has gone on in that what would you call it, religion or whatever it is.
Yeah,
polygamy.
Marriages.
But
yeah.
I know a lot of fucked up shit has happened, but still, to each their own. Not my business.
Yeah, and my main thing is that as long as it doesn't influence your life, then you should just leave it alone. As long as they happy, they deal with their problems inside their relationship, then there should not be no trouble. But once they start influencing you, then that's an issue. That means they trying to get you into their lives and without your permission. You understand? And unfortunately, there are some TROUPLES like that. Those are the ones that don't do their research, that don't do their homework.
Right, and that's what we doing in this podcast right now. We spitting the education for you. Like, people seem threatened by polyamory. People seem threatened by polyamory. It's a threat to the relationship because monogamy is kind of fragile. I think communication in monogamous relationships surrounding jealousy and attraction to other people is often painful and difficult because you rarely talk about whether your partner is attracted to someone else. Whereas in poly relationship models, we're more open about those attractions and not afraid of them.
And I give you guys a lot of props for that. A lot of props. You guys have no idea.
Right.
A lot of props.
Because honestly, don't get it twisted, people. I'm bisexual and I am pro polyamory, but not all bisexuals are into polyamory. As weird as it sounds, because we like both. That doesn't mean we want to be in a relationship with other people. Maybe we just want to be in a relationship with one or the other, or maybe we want to have a relationship with one and the other, but separate. It doesn't go all together all the time. So I don't want people to get confused on that.
All right, so not to change the subject.
Like, are you into that?
Into polyamory?
Yeah, like would it be something you would ever do? Like, or you don't judge people who do it, but it's not for you.
Well, my thing is, I would do it, and I definitely don't judge because I'm bisexual. I have different interests, like the one guy I was seeing, I told him straight up I was bisexual. I told him I'm into girls. Right? So what made me laugh was the one time we were walking together and and there was this fine female that was walking past us, and we both turned, and he was like, "You like that?" I was like, kind of. He was like, "Don't you lie to me." I saw that. Like, he was making jokes, and I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I bet." Tell me how. He let go of my hand. He walked up to her, and whatever he said caused him to get smacked. I was like, "Oh, what happened?" He comes back. I'm rubbing his face, and he was like, I literally just openly asked her if she was interested in the threesome between me, you, and her. I was like, "Bro, you don't have your style, bro. you gotta be nice about it. You can't be, hot potato into it and not expect to get smacked." You know?
Right. Let me tell you, I honestly, from my experiences, I love it. Like when I was in a throuple, I love being able. When I was in a throuple, I love being able to share, my love and life with with my girl and my man, and just having a lot of fun. But the downside is always, you gotta deal with people on the bad days too, and it's just double that. Just think of everything you do in a relationship and think of it times two or more.
Yeah.
So it can be a challenge, but at the same time, the love is awesome.
Yeah.
But I also know that not a lot of people are down for that, especially females. I'm sure a lot of men wish
There'll be someone that
it's not something you can expect everybody to be cool with. Or something that you can maybe ease in after a couple of years, maybe.
Exactly. 1 or 2 years, something. But don't just hot potato into it,
Yeah. It's estimated that 4 to 5% in the U.S. are admitted polyamorous. Yet, over 50% of people cheat on their spouses throughout their lives. So you tell me. You tell me what would be. This is why I feel like more love is better.
Yeah.
Because when you got more love and you have that openness, there's no reason to lie. There's no reason to cheat. Exactly. Even though people still do it, which is pretty fucking stupid to me.
I just find it disturbing. I'm gonna get really technical. Well, not really technical, but technical enough. I'm gonna probably sound like I'm preaching. But my thing is that there's you, your main man, and your girl. All right. I don't think that we got a message, but we'll do that.
No, finish your thought. Yeah.
My thing is that if it's you, your main guy, main girl, right? Why are you not gonna shoot them the idea, or even if it's just for another person?
Exactly. That I don't. There's no reason for it at all. Because if you're already in a polyamorous relationship, there's no reason not to tell them about somebody else. What's the worst thing they could say? They're not with it. Okay. Like that is really stupid.
That would just be an afterthought. Don't be a stick in the mud and constantly throwing it at them, because guess what? It's gonna end pretty badly. All right, so I'm gonna press this to see who we got.
Oh yeah, go for it.
100% of all wants to start with marriage.
That was a joke. You don't say. But I'm saying though, if everybody was just, real sexually relaxed and everybody didn't put so much pressure on relationships, then a lot less divorces would happen. and a lot more loving, like back in the Roman or Greek days when they used to just all get together in an orgy. Nobody gave a fuck about who's married to nobody because there was nothing back then.
Exactly.
And now it's just when polyamory is actually, the last few years, the last decade is when it's actually been booming, because before then it was like taboo to even speak about.
Not only taboo, it was very unspoken about. I have this favorite author named Renee Madison. Oh no, Renee Mason. She's don't chew me out for this, but she's an erotic writer. She's got several books, and in one of them, it describes the life of polyamory. And
yeah, I just Googled it. Polyamory has predates back before Christ times.
look at that. And yet now we're all freaking uptight about monogamy. Now we're all uptight about just being one-on-one. Granted, that's great, but if the person you're with seems a little, odds about it, then you just gotta keep communicating and see what actually does that.
Yeah, everything's about communication, regardless.
Some people are liking it.
I'm just say sex with more people. That's also all right. I'm thinking off the rails, but that's also a stigma that people who are into polyamory are just freaks and want to have sex all the time. That's not what it's about. It's one of the reasons. Because I tell you, it's some amazing sex you can have, but it's also just being able to open yourself to more than one person and creating that intimacy and being okay with it and not being jealous. And it's a lot of factors that come into it, just like you loving one person.
Yeah.
We're not freaks, okay?
You may be freaks in the streets, but you're not freaks of nature.
There you go.
I respect that. My main thing is that I saw it online. It wasn't on Facebook. It was like somewhere on Chrome somewhere one time, and there was this. I would say perhaps.
Sorry, I'm smoking a blunt right now. I'll keep coughing. I don't mean to keep coughing.
Hi. Weedy head. I saw this diagram online, and it showed the word polyamory, right? Guy, dude. Guy, girl, another girl, and it basically was showing that as long as there's agreeable, like I said earlier in the show, as long as there's agreeable rules among the three, things can change and stay in harmony. I was like, yes, amen. I respect those who are in those type of relationships. But to be honest, that goes for us just being bisexuals as well. Because basically, personally to me, I don't know if it goes for you too, Goddess, but to me, it can lead into polyamory. You know what I mean? As long as there's agreeable rules, the three, being bisexual should lead to the polyamory and not breaking your heart among those things and bringing the heart to the other.
I think it definitely does more now than ever.
Unfortunately, I've seen that before in college, and I was just heart-wrenching.
Even though it's more accepted now, It is not easily attainable, I'll tell you, because first of all, you gotta be picky with people. In order to build anything or to have something, you have to, trust the people that you're messing with and building with. It's not easy to find, because I tell you, before I started talking to my shorty now, I went through, I don't even know how many girls I just couldn't talk to after even a few weeks, just because all that's out here is bimbos and just social media hoes.
Yeah, there you go. Wanting to show their ass.
And not none of their brain. And I need some of your brain too, man. It's not all about your body.
No, it's not. And that's another thing that some people forget. It's not just about the body. It's that you have to.
And it's not just sexual. I mean, if you're looking for just fuck, then just say that. But
exactly.
if I'm, just in general, not me, but in general, be straight up when you talking to somebody about what you're about or what it is. If we just talking and talk, if y'all just anyway, I'm going off topic. Polyamory.
Well, you did title this polyamory based on the more, so you have a great topic.
Oh man.
No, all right. So going off topic, changing topic.
You know what I've never had that I want to one day is definitely a throuple with 2 women. That would be just beautiful, I think. Just picturing, the times we could have.
No, I'm saying that could be a really good thing, but again, being bisexual and being in a polyamorous relationship, again, like you said, you have to be picky because you got women as much as men who are super duper clingy, like OM my freaking G, so freaking clingy is ridiculous.
Oh man, I've been with those, man. It's not fun.
I've been with
those were hard times in my life.
I was with one guy, and we weren't even together like that. Okay, swear to God, he was stalking me after just two times of doing it. He got hurt because when I told him the first time, all I wanted was the sex. I was up in front with him, and all of a sudden,
caught feelings.
Caught feelings? Got it.
Oh, LoryStrike, killing the hearts.
My thing is that I'm going to be honest about a particular thing, and you still catching feelings, my man, my girl, my homegirl, my homeboy.
Then you were straight up, so you did nothing wrong. Like if you had to hurt the guy, it wasn't unintentional, so you shouldn't have any guilt.
Got somebody. Hold on.
Why are we bypassing the bimbos? Bring bimbos back. Bimbo lives matter.
He's always with the bimbos. This guy, he loves them.
I got no wrong with bimbos, but as long as bimbos have intelligence,
I never met an intelligent bimbo.
Then that's the problem. You can never find extremely attractive female, which I call the bimbos because they're extremely attractive but no intelligence. You can't find somebody that amazing.
And I am just a little shallow because of the extremely attractive. I might just be fine with having sex and not following up with her. But if you got no brain, I really can't fuck with you past that.
We got another one.
You just killed it right there. No more bimbo talk.
These guys got jokes. I respect them. Let me see. She's a topic. I would have to say, relationships in general, or whether it's monogamous, polyamory, or whatever the case may be, open, closed, whatever. It's a
Situationship.
It's a difficult thing because it all comes down to respecting.
People are annoying.
Yeah, it's respecting those
I'm fucking with you, but you're making a valid point. Absolutely.
You got any more questions, though?
Nah, not off the top of my head. If you want, we can close it down right now.
One of my few questions, and I don't know if I'm going to be hitting home with this or not.
Go for it.
Swinging the miss, but from any of the relationships you've been, has this been one of your favorites? Whatever relationship you're in right now.
Absolutely.
Okay, and why is that?
On the male side,
either way.
He's awesome. And she's a doll. She brightens my day. She's genuine.
And that's another thing, hard thing to find somebody that's actually genuine about their feelings, about who they with and how happy they actually are within a relationship, whether it's, as you said, throuple or no, or just monogamy. That's really hard to find. Since we're gonna put more on topics. Okay, let's talk about. I know you're a wrestling fan too.
Yeah.
So, did you see SmackDown this past Friday?
I have not watched Crapdown or Monday Night Snore. I'm guilty.
Yeah, well,
it's been pretty bad.
Well, actually, SmackDown was pretty good this past Friday, and it was mainly because the current women's tag team, which is Miss Flair and the Jazz female, they kicked ass, and they kicked ass like if it was Trish Stratus and Lita tag team, and
That's cool. I like Charlotte. She's a boss.
Yeah, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't give Charlotte a lot of props just because she's Ric Flair.
Oh, they be hating, yeah, because she's his daughter, and because she got so many championships and all that. But I've never not seen her bust her ass. So until she sits down and just gets handed shit, I'm not gonna say nothing bad about her. People just love a reason to hate.
Yeah, like the saying goes, haters gonna hate. Haters gonna hate. And one thing, like you, I haven't really watched wrestling in a while, mainly because I never really had the time to with my job schedule or what have you. But I actually was able to sit down and watch SmackDown, and come to find out, one of my favorite wrestlers is a heel now. I was like, the big dog himself, Reigns.
Oh my God, barf.
Yeah.
First of all,
he was my
barf. You know me, I've never been a Roman fan. But
He was
I
my
have to
favorite.
say, he needs to stay a heel. He should have been a heel. Vince was trying to shove the face down our throat his entire career. He should have been a heel from the beginning. But anyway, this works. It's been working. I can't say nothing bad about him right now.
Awesome. I see we got double tap here. Hold up.
Roman Reigns deserved to be a fucking heel because he is doing the most spectacular job by doing that.
Thank you. Yeah, I agree. He's great at it. He should have been doing that.
Fuck Roman Reigns. Best match he ever had when he got his ass whooped by Lesnar.
Yo,
That'll be a deadly match.
I love how this talk turned into wrestling talk. I love it.
Well, you did say threesomes and more, so you weren't really specific. So guess what?
Hey, I don't mind. I could keep on talking about wrestling. It's one of the topics that I can keep going on about.
What do you think about the network show?
About them switching the network? I think it's caca. I don't know. But, you know, they coming off with a great deal because of it. So I see why they would do it. But is it convenient for all of us? No, of course not. Who gives a shit?
The network should. I mean, my thing is that I laugh because when I first started watching Raw SmackDown, they originally was on Channel 9 and Channel 5. You know, Channel 9 was SmackDown, Channel 5 was Raw.
Yeah.
And little by little, both of them started showing up on Channel 9, but you know, obviously different days. And then all of a sudden, they go to Channel 38, and again, different days, same channel. Now,
you know why I love the network? Because I can watch good wrestling on it from back in the day, before all of this trash.
Please, I'm addicted to be watching Undertaker's matches and Stone Cold matches all the fucking time. I'm addicted.
Yeah, some of the godlike stuff. Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels was an evil bit. Fuck. Yes.
Ric Flair promos.
Can't get enough of those. Definitely can't get enough of those. Especially now that to watch, you know, the line continue, the Flair line continue. It's a shocker, to be honest.
All right, LoryStrike.
Yo.
Who would you be polyamorous with in the WWE? Pick two people.
Pick 2 people. Wow.
And offer any of the rosters.
Oh my God, that's good. This is gonna hurt. Oh my goodness. When it comes to the females, it would have to be the boss herself. Bossy boss. I love me the boss girl. And unfortunately, he's not wrestling anymore, and I'm mad he's not wrestling anymore. You probably a hater of him too, JC, John Cena.
I don't hate him. I respect him actually a lot. I'm not a fan, but I respect the dude.
I'm gonna have to go with the Riot Squad because I love both of them and find out that me and them got so many things in common, so I'm gonna have to go with them.
That's cute. That would be cute for you. That would be a nice look. For me, I know one of them would be Rhea Ripley. I would. I just think of her wrapping her legs around my face. Huh?
You like them a little crazy, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
I like her. I like Amber Moon. People nobody would like that. I mean, I know a lot of people like Rhea Ripley.
No, I like
hell yeah.
Amber Moon. I love Amber Moon because her persona of,
I know she makes me think about you.
All right, we got another one. Hold up.
I hate him. Fuck John Cena. He sucks more than.
He has a lot of haters too.
Haters are gonna hate, but guess what? Nobody topped the fact that the dude had gotten a neck surgery and came back 2 days later for the Royal Rumble.
I would want to have an orgy with the NXT women's locker.
That's a lot of money.
Not only do they have the best roster of women, but most of them are pretty hot. Like Io Shirai.
I'll give you a top for that.
Tony. Everybody knows Tony's hot. Oh my God, that girl, she could just sit on my head
and disappear.
She's super thick. Love it. I like that the women have more, normal bodies now. And it's not just so much pressure to be anorexic blonde.
There's no more body shaming anymore. I respect.
Even though Vince, he still loves his blonde-headed pendeja spot.
Yeah, some people still love their figure 8, blonde hair, blue eyes.
Nah, I love Shayna Baszler. She's another one I would definitely smash. But how Vince treats her like crap because he doesn't like how she looks, and he's a dick for that because she's fucking awesome, better than that whole roster. She's up there with Charlotte. I don't care what nobody says.
And that's another reason why I like Moon. Because the woman is looking like she's maybe 180, 190, she's thick as hell. And she, short, stocky, but she's one of whip somebody's ass. Like, she got no fear.
Yeah.
She got no fear of nobody.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Shayna Baszler, I will also smash. Rhea Ripley, that's another one. Tegan Knox, most definitely. Ember Moon, yes. And Toni Storm, she can get it too. But other than that, that's about it. Oh, also Io Shirai. Io Shirai can most definitely get it.
he got a whole list.
I told you, NXT locker room. Women's.
Also, Asuka can get it too, though. Asuka can get it too, and it was Charlotte at one point, but I just turned on. I was like, nah, I'm good on Charlotte. But Bianca Belair can get it too. I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Asuka's hot.
He like himself a little Chino. Got another one.
Scarlett Bordeaux, Talia, and Alexa.
I like Natalia. That's my homegirl. I love her. She's mad cool.
Natalia's good. Asuka, like I said, Asuka, your boy like a little Chino. Like a little Asian that is like Amber Moon, like I said, you can definitely get it out. And man, I'm sorry, but when it comes to some of these female wrestlers, I'm laughing that literally NXT is the only one that has a decent female wrestling roster. And WWE doesn't. When back in the day, WWE did, and WCW and the other ones didn't. You know what I mean? And it's sad to see that. I think this is looking for your typical pretty girl when not everybody is typically pretty. You know?
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you.
Not everybody fits in that Barbie mold. You know? Some of us are sicker than others. You know what I mean? And we might break that mold. And you're going to be mad. Got a couple of messages. Cool.
Also, just gonna throw her in there. Mandy Rose can also get it. Just going out there right now, she can also get it because after seeing her Instagram posts and everything, I'm just like, yeah, now I see why everybody wants to smash her. Most definitely.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm sorry, not Natalia. Moniaka, Idolo's manager.
What?
You took that Natalia back.
Somebody started feeling hurt. Nah, but also
Me and Punk City got one on Friday. We're gonna be talking about
what?
why women fake orgasms.
I can give you the answer to that one. I can give you an answer to that one.
Yeah, you definitely gotta give me a video because I'm gonna be collecting videos. I'm gonna start tomorrow.
I'm going to give you an answer to that one. I'm going to actually give you a physical answer because there's like one of many. Most women, it depends. Most women can fake an orgasm if the guy ain't doing it right.
Well, but save it for your video.
I forgot her name, but the one that Vince just fired for no fucking reason.
Oh, Selena Vega.
We're doing why women does fake orgasms and also talking about the craziest sex stories that we ever had.
Oh my god, I'm so listening in and watching that. I know that. Oh my god.
Yeah, that one's gonna be laugh.
I'm gonna tune in.
But I am gonna close. I'm gonna close this down because
Get a little late.
time to go. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. I got one tomorrow night. This will be available on YouTube tomorrow. And I have I got a session tomorrow night, and we're gonna be talking about making her squeal, and the whole foreplay thing.
Yes.
Please join me for that.
And hopefully when you have to.
Thank you, LoryStrike. Let's do this again sometime, girl.
Awesome. That'd be great.
Have a good night, guys. May the force be with you.
I think force.